Tuck Talk number 9 is going to deal with the question, why am I here? I drove 100 feet down the road from where I live, and that's where the road ends, and I entered Gowland Todd Provincial Park. And that's the beautiful backdrop that you're enjoying today. I remember as a child looking at everything around me and trying to figure out where it all came from. And I'd work my way backwards from whatever it was I was looking at to discover that, oh, the cars made of metal, and the metal came out of the earth, and it was explained to me that at one point, billions of years ago, a star had exploded, and all the material from the star shot out into space, and some of that material had clumped together and cooled down and formed the planet. And another group of materials had formed into a gaseous ball that became our sun. And because of the sun's heat and a whole bunch of other factors, life started on Earth. And then I thought about that. Well, what about, where did that sun that originally exploded, where did it come from? Oh, it came from the Big Bang. All of a sudden, there was a big explosion and boom! Everything in the universe was created. Okay. And then I went to Sunday school and found out that on the seventh day, God created the heavens and the earth. No, he rested on the seventh day. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Huh, okay. There's no satisfactory explanation that anyone's ever introduced to me about where the very first particle of matter came from. In a previous video, I shared my own personal experience on that subject, and I won't go through that again. But let's just say that this is one heck of a magnificent creation. And I know that I didn't create it, and I've never met another individual who claims to have created it. So I believe in a creator. Fair enough. So, pre-Big Bang, there existed a creator. Man, he's done a hell of a job. It's an amazing planet we live on. It blows me away. I'm so glad to be a part of it. So I think about the creator, and I give him credit for having done a perfect job with his creation. And I understand that the creator is everything. And I'm a part of that everything, and you're a part of that everything. So I then begin to contemplate, well, if the creator is already everything, and he's already perfect, the creator doesn't want anything. The creator doesn't have specific goals or needs or wants or desires. I've often flirted with the idea that if there's a flaw in the creator, it might be loneliness. If you're already everything, well, there's nobody to share your experience with, by and large, because you're the only one of your kind. There is an idea that the creator as everything exploded into trillions and trillions of individual parts to form all of creation. and that the purpose for doing so was to be able to experience the joy of rediscovering piece by piece who and what it was. And that's a pretty cool idea. But there's another idea that makes a lot more sense to me. If you already are everything, have everything, don't need anything, then you play. Like a schoolyard full of 5-year-old children who have all the food they need and proper shelter and lots of love. You let them loose in the playground and automatically they play. And I think that creation itself is one big act of playfulness. And that as components of that creation, if we have a purpose at all, then it is to emulate the Creator and be playful and play and create. I'm one small, insignificant portion of all creation. I have no delusions about my importance in the grand scheme of things. If our entire solar system disappeared in one big explosion, I don't even think we'd be missed in the enormity of space, to be perfectly honest with you. Let alone this little speck of humanity sitting on this small planet in this small solar system. So, to be playful and to be creative is what I'm going to choose to do with my time on the planet. One of my favorite authors, Carlos Castaneda, addresses the question, why are we here? And the conclusion is, there is no reason. That could be a little depressing as we go through all our struggles from birth to death. To not have a purpose, to not have a reason to be, at the very least, we need to create one. And in his books, he suggests a principle, the principle of controlled folly. And my understanding of that principle, the principle of controlled folly, is that upon recognizing that nothing that we do as individuals is particularly significant, in fact, it probably doesn't matter at all, you make a choice to pretend that it matters. And that having taken this stance of knowingly pretending that what you do doesn't matter, but you're going to act as though it does matter, you then commit to your actions with every part of yourself. And you engage in life full-heartedly with 100% of your being. And when you take on a task, you see it through to its completion. And you do it with your full mind, body, and spirit. And it is in this full-hearted involvement of your entire being that meaning is found, meaning is discovered, meaning is realized. And I believe there's some truth in that. And I've added that idea as a component to the way I try to live my life. So, I'm going to be playful. I'm going to be creative. And when I do things, I'm going to pretend they matter, even if they don't. And I'm going to do the best I can. Folks, my phone's giving me a little bit of difficulty here, so I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of this beautiful day wholeheartedly. I'm going to play a little bit. Bye for now. Until next time. Take care.